Hey everybody, Asher here, back with even more Darkest Dungeon, where last time we had some troubles to happen, but still we're making it okay. Wishwadi and Hans are still getting treatments, and I did elect to add a new person to the roster. And there are names available. I apologize, I'm going to sneeze here in just a minute. But I do have a Man-at-Arms, Frezel, and we'll see how that works out. Now, if you look at the town and everything, I do have the guild with its appropriate upgrades to get rank 3 stuff. And I really do want to reduce training cost before going all out on people. But the other thing that I want to do is I'm really close on deeds. I'm not very close on crest if I'm going to be reducing cost here. But I'm really close on deeds for getting some weaponsmithing and stuff allowed here. So we're going to be going to where else? Deedland, the Weld again, because there's a short little mission. So this is going to let me do a few things here. It's going to let me take some newbies on yet again, and it's going to give me an opportunity to level up some people, get some people going here. Now I can't take Resent, unfortunately, because this is all just too easy. Feh, I'm beyond this, she says. So Shaz, you get to come. We had to leave you on the bench last time. Let's see. I kind of do want to take a healer. I can't take Mouncel because I'm going to need you later. Harlequin, we'll take you. And then I guess for the rest of this, because we have Yefrator, who got to go last time, I believe. I got to remember who exactly is there. We do need one healer, and I'd really love to take Wishwadi on this mission. But I'm going to have to take Bellacote, who just actually went out previously or fairly recently. So we'll get that. We're on week 31. Wow, I should feel like we should have a party for that. Let's go ahead and make all the items available. As once again, there is some valid concerns just about, well, what do you bring with your people? Do you want to really bring all this stuff with low-level people? But the answer to me, once again, is you want people to be able to survive as well. So here's a Man-at-Arms, in case you want to be part of that. Now, Man-at-Arms, I do want to give you some prot. I don't want to... You can't stack prot charms like this. What's here? Could give him more accuracy. We could decrease his dodge and give him more life. That may work out alright. I mean, the other alternative is to do something like this, but we'll see what we got here. Now, this Man-at-Arms, he is phenylophobic, so we don't have to worry too much about that since the torch is always going to be lower. And he does have pretty much everything that we want except for maybe some buffs here. So he has most of the skills that we want already. So pretty much a good find here. Let's look at Shazberry, who's a known cheat, but we knew that already. Let's see here. Anything for you to take? We'll give you the Houndmaster's Whistle. And you know what? We may as well give you the Ancestral Map as well. So that way we can really try and get some scouting. And this is nice because 30% scouting if torch is below 51%. So nice when you can get that. And then we have Harlequin, who actually does not have Noxious Blast, which I guess we don't really need it yet. So he only really attacks the back rows, except for Incision. So he needs to be in the third row, and he can be our corpse clearer too. And actually, I apologize, Harlequin, and everyone else who may not know, the Plague Doctor, canonically at least, or by canon, is female. And if you just look at the anatomy of the character and everything, the Plague Doctor is supposed to be female. But, you know, we'll not concern ourselves too much with it. I've had plenty of female characters in days of like playing WoW and stuff, and I've gotten all those awkward whispers and tells people like, hey, show me your boobies. Like, I am playing a female cow person, and that's what you're gonna ask me. So let's see, might as well take this and give you some more speed. So you'll at least be doing a lot of stuff fast. And note that I could start upgrading some gear here, but I'm not going to yet, because we're just going for deeds. We'll see how this newbie team does. You know what, actually, since we are, and since Harlequin is actually a named person, let's go ahead and just actually My rules were if you make it to level 1 or level 2. But once again, if you have the right name, you don't have to worry about it quite as much. What abilities do we really like here? We like Plague Grenade. We like Incision. Emboldening Vapors is decent. Disorienting Blast, you don't really need to level that up. Battlefield Medicine and Noxious Blast are really the other two that I like. But we'll stick with this. We're off to the Weld. It's a short mission. We don't really need to worry about the gunpowder. We have a lot of trinkets we can sell, and I'll probably do that in the days to come. But if I can succeed at this mission, even these 4 deeds will be enough to do some weapon upgrades, if that's what I like to do. And this will give me some opportunity to maybe, just maybe, we could do a veteran mission in the future, or at least another boss. But let's go ahead and provision. Now, once again, part of the strategy, technically, for this game is you shouldn't be spending all this money on people. So we're going to try to not worry about that too much. 1 key, 1 holy water. I like 2 shovels, just because it's a short mission here. I apologize if you hear dog noises in the background. They're not eating this time, they're just licking really loudly, so that's exciting. Seems good enough. If we can succeed at this mission, we could get quite a bit of goodies. Let's embark.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
Now, first fun part is we go ahead and snuff out the torch here.
The darkness holds much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
Nice. First fun part, obviously, is that we have a very split map. There's a lot of different things to see here. So Harlequin, you can dig into this. Got a bandage right away and some money, so this is good. Not seeing the trap is not good, especially since you're blighted. Now, that's actually a pretty significant blight. We'll just go ahead and try and prevent the damage. The stress is going to be the worst part, though. So second bandage, not so bad for now. And here's our first fight. Well, all we have to do is complete room battles. Alright, so disorienting blast. Let's see if we can stun the back line here. Here we go. Everything we can do to stun things just makes it a little easier. Resist the bleed, that's good. So I don't have to worry as much about this. We'll just go ahead and try and judge. I could go for the heal here, but we're not gonna play that game yet. So, Retribution on you will activate the riposte. Now, this may be a pretty significant mistake. Let's see here. Hounding Harry. 3 damage worth of bleed for 1 turn. Because I do believe these guys have a mark attack, which could be a little bit of an issue. Oh! Well, there we go. Everyone gets to have their mark party, right? Their bleed resist is not that exciting. Now, unfortunately, this Wicked Slice bleed is not for very much. Blackjack you. All the stuns are good. Single target heal here should be okay. So the big thing is I'm going to have to manage his stress. Alright. So he's burning up. Maybe I should have gone for an attack on this guy, but so the bigger thing is just going to be if I can manage this blight. That's probably going to be a death blow kill, maybe. Yeah, so 3 damage, we don't have to worry about that much there. See if we can rampart you. Nice, it actually knocked him aside a little bit. So that's eating away at your flesh. Your doggy doesn't seem to care very much. So your doggy dodges. Good crit, Belcoat. Nicely done. So like I said, the blight's only doing 2 damage at a time. That's terrible. Oh my god, that's 15 blight damage. Well, up to 15, not quite 15. Yeah, all the stuns, just trying to move some people around here. We'll see what we can roll without having to resort to using my last medicine here. But I think we're just gonna have to suck it up. Okay, so you die from bleed. Yeah, that's gonna be too much. Sorry, there's a lot of things that work really well with anti-venom. Especially in this area, so maybe I should have brought some more. Okay, that's not what I want to do. Thank you, Harlequin. Yeah, we do get an extra healing. Overall good stuff. See if we can get a bleed on for that. Yep. And I guess not much else to do here other than just crush and kill. Kind of hoping for a crit, but oh, 2 extra deeds. Nicely done. And we're going to get a lot of scouting. So if there's no room battle there, we can just turn around. Good to know. So we have all the scout chance, which is good. We do have a fight in the next area. This is where we started, and there's no immediate exit because you just hit the exit button. So, like I said, we know there's a fight, and it's just maggots. I say that now. Good. A little bit of stress heals, nice.
Their formation is broken.
Good.
Maintain the offensive.
Just wanted to make sure I got the kill there.
Continue the onslaught.
See, this is where level 1 still not too bad. This line's not going to break. Oh, he's already at 71 stress. You don't like that very much. So lots of little rucksacks so far. And this is one of those things where sometimes short missions are more difficult than medium missions. Because you can't actually camp. We'll do a little bit of healing before we go in. Alright, ectoplasms. You all know how these fights can go. Sometimes they go exceptionally well, and sometimes they do not. Love the crits there. Okay, they have pretty high bleed resist. Could go for the stun. Might as well. Anything we can do to keep Big Blubber from reappearing, or appearing for the first time. Alright, so blah blah blah. Do we get another one? Yes, we do. Good. So Riposte is okay. He actually does not have his increased prod ability, which is a little problematic. So that may kill you. Good, so we got a bunch of bleeding out now. Can we kill him with the bellow? Yes, I can. Oh, your voice, your breath is so terrible. Alright. But every crit we get makes us a little happier here. So this is an unlock strong box. And it's trapped. There's always a little bit of a chance of it being trapped, but there's not much else you can do there. So no room encounter here. We have another hallway, which means we gotta go up. Looks like we may or may not get a critical scout after all. Alright, this is probably the most difficult fight we've had here so far. Good start. Plus the self-heal. Acolyte making stress is definitely our biggest concern here. But I want a stun to make sure I can take out this guy. That's not good, because I don't want him to summon little friends. Alright, so you can put Stressful on Shazberry. That's okay. I said, big thing is I just don't want you to bring your buddy over. And you didn't. Good. Harlequin's good with a knife. We know this. Alright, so still no buddies. And just a kill. Good. 2 additional food.
Trifling victory,
But a victory just the
but a
same.
victory nonetheless.
Alright, so Harlequin, you get to dig in the shallow grave. Even more deeds. Said we wanted deeds and we got them. We'll definitely take that. And it looks like we don't have a critical scout here, no, but we do have a room with a curio. So 1 fight. These fights are getting a little worse. That's a good way to start. You are damned! Got that right. Okay, so we can't actually riposte on here because he can get hit pretty hard by the mark. And these guys are fairly bleed resistant. Oh, not that bleed resistant. See if we can get the stun. See, we got lots of stuns in this party, which is good, but you can't stun forever. Well, it used to be you could stun forever. That's not really the game anymore, though. Let's see. This crit for 1 damage. So that's 3 damage for 5 rounds. Let's do a party heal since we have another fight coming. I really want to do Judgment there, but we might be able to bellow. Alright. So he dies next turn no matter what now. See if we can just take out the other one then. So we can mark the target. We can lots of stun, lots of marking. Forgot even that these guys had, or the Houndmaster had an actual mark ability. That's pretty good. Alright, so bleed, resist your stun from here on, and it's gonna whack you in the face. So you'll die from bleeding out. Unless I get really unlucky. Slice and dice. Thanks, Harlequin. How many killing blows is that for you? It's a lot of crest. That's actually a really valuable fight. That's true. Money. Little torch. Sometimes there's some good to be had in the torches. Free shovel. We might as well grab the torch. We might be able to sell that at the end. And this way. Oh good, this fight can go very well or very poorly. Let's start with blinding gas. I don't have a lot of ways to hit the back row here reliably. Because we always want to take out the Fusilier first. The big guy is just going to be what he is. He's going to bleed out now, which is good. We'll go ahead and do Retribution. Because that'll also riposte on AoE attacks. Yeah, we don't have his Protect ability on him. Good start. Alright, so these guys are stun resistant now. Might as well go after Big Boy.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Get a doggy and a tiny bit of bleed damage. Can we get a lucky judgment? It's not super lucky. Oh, but that's enough. Good show. 50% stun resist. Let's go for it. There we go. So he's gonna bleed out. And because he bleeds out, he doesn't leave a corpse. Which actually hurts my Plague Doctor just a touch. I'm liking the idea of a fast Plague Doctor, though. This is going really well. So lots of stacking bleed damage here. Oh boy. Point blank shot just as deadly as the Highwayman's ability, but hopefully we can get a good crit here. Because you notice how many crits and everyone's been getting. His stress has actually gone down. So, oh wow, actually good items. So we're going to continue adventuring here. This tent, once again, is a curio that doesn't really have anything here, but since he has the highest trap resist, we should have used him first. so let's just check it. Key, anti-venom. Well, we want the gold. So what's the least valuable thing? I guess the torch is the least valuable thing. Yay! I'd call that an unqualified success. Quest complete and mission.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought.
Lots of goodies here. We actually got 10 deeds from that, which is really nice. And a little bit more Resolve XP, so Shazberry and Frizzle now level 2. Harlequin continuing to go up in levels. Shazberry now evasive, which is nice. Harlequin, not a huge fan of that, but there are worse things you can have, so we're not going to treat it. Okay, so we got some updates here as week 32 begins. Hans had a great time in the brothel. Isn't this a family-friendly game? And is no longer fearful. Bobrum is sluggish after a long night of drinking, so we can't take you. Wishwadi, also drunk, also sluggish now. And fortunately, he's no longer masochistic. And Maudit became frustrated and has unquiet mind, but still meditate and recover stress. So Shinobi... So we have just a bunch of drunk people, which I guess we already knew. So if we go back to town, we got 32 deeds, 39 crests. The guild upgrade for training regimen, 10% off here. Which if we look at like how much it costs to train somebody, that 10% does add up eventually. So we want to try and avoid that. On the other hand, the blacksmith actually being able to get some of the stuff unlocked to be good. But we're obviously going to start with the higher priority, which is the guild. You know what? We may actually have enough crests to do both. Because we can't do the rank 4 here, but we can get the discount. And then if we do the blacksmith, I always prioritize weapons over armor. As nice as armor is to have to let you survive things, a dead enemy can't hurt you. It's true in a lot of games, even XCOM, also playing on this channel. Also true in FTL. And just as true here, so weapons can be up to rank 3.
Shield. Anything to prolong a soldier's life.
So we can start upgrading ourselves to level 3. We won't have level 3 armor yet, but we have a lot of people who may do some good here. Oh wow, actually going up from this to Resilient Glaive. What else here? Questing Sword. So you actually get some new items here. Sharpened Executioner Sword. Shrike doesn't get anything yet. Sergeant Major's Mace. You guys aren't going to be high enough level. Polished Pistol and Blade. So we actually get to see some new things here. Right now we have the Battered Skull, which we can upgrade here. Hallandan gets the Fine Cudgel and Leather Collar. And Yu gets the Sharpened Sickle and Restrung Lute instead of Reclaimed Sickle and Lute. Shinobi getting, instead of Reliable Pick and Knives, Balanced Pick and Knives, which I guess is good. And Mansell, Reinforced Crossbow up to the Heavy Crossbow. So at least we get to see some good upgrades there. Pretty exciting. But let's look at our stress level for everyone real quick. I think most people got away without too much stress. Frizzle, I do need a man-at-arms enough to where I am going to actually... I'm not so concerned, like I said, about the abilities and everything here. Other than I do want him to have Prot, probably rather than Bellow. Yeah, that's probably true. So he doesn't have any restrictions. So we'll let you... Well, let's make sure Shazberry doesn't have any. He's just a known cheat, so he can't gamble. Okay, so 850. And, wow. Everybody's just having a good old time. And 850 for the Cloister. The Cloister, which is not upgraded to have 2 slots yet, but does have a little bit more stress reduction, which is good. So I do have some items to sell. I have some upgrades to make. If we look at what we have available here and we sort by rarity, obviously we don't want to sell some of these things, but we do have a lot of repeats for things that I don't really use. So that should be a good chunk of change. Well, I'll do that off camera just to make sure. Like I said, there's not going to be any huge surprises. There's not a lot of trinkets that I double up on. But that's it for now. This is Asher. If you want to be on the death roster, there are plenty of good seats available. Don't think I need anybody that's over here right now. I still do have some level 0s because we didn't finish that one mission. But lots of level 1s, level 2s, and we got some people that are ready to take on veteran missions. Very exciting. Just got to get the upgrades in, but that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time, where we're probably going to enter yet another bloodbath. But that's for another day. Take care.